Communism, Overt Benevolence, by James P. Pearce. This is not some sympathy for communism, this is more of a dialectical approach to what the state that is supposed to be the place of benevolence for the proletariat. The state is supposed to be beneficial to the proletariat and subservient to them as well. As we have seen oligarchies emerge, we know this is simply not the case. As pointed out in Politics by Aristotle, who was pretty prolific in his philosophy by the way, there are ascended and descended forms of governance. Oligarchy would be in the descended category. This is where this illusion of overt benevolence would stem from. We all saw it on display with the Covidian tyranny, as we all see it now with the current thing phenomenon. It is not surprising that those that follow the crowd seem to be the lemmings running off the cliff for what I have previously discussed. That is there the elusive and illusory benevolence stems from, trade in whatever you might see as a commodity for that false sense of security. It is a good racket, so if it ain't broke, then why fix it? Comfortability, symbiosis or just value in someone's communal bonds could be strong factors to not rock the boat or overturn the status quo. The bottleneck that is caused by communism to get tyrannical and oligarchical is just as much overlapped like supposed democracy does too. Either way, this benevolence is bought and sold as false safety or state submission. Without the prison being one of physical bonds, the last time someone goes against a neoliberal cause or the current thing phenomenon is just another procession in the Great Leap Forward. So does this descension into what is supposed out of love and understanding for the other side come from a place of authenticity? It rejects God, usually in communism or state submission. That benevolence is just as effective as a tiger looking for its prey. Now, to put aside some cat puns, we could pounce on this and ride the tiger, but I will heed with that. Let us look at the machinations, the effect rather than the cause of that tiger. Is the hunting tiger a result of a society left to its own devices, or is that hunting tiger a result of its own natural instinct to hunt its prey? It could very well be both. Now I know there is some game theory musings there, rather than anything Evola might have told you, then again Ride the Tiger is still on the reading list. I yet to have find a matter of fact for the former rather than the latter. Sure, man is separate from animal, but we still need to hunt and seek out our prey, whether it would be getting paid through an economic system to provide for ourselves and our loved ones, or in a many-mused and played-out dystopian future. Eat your heart out with that one Mad Max or Blade Runner fans. Yet is that look into the future really that different from the benevolence or oligarchy that came before it? If you let something take over your being, in a perspective that might eat away at your full being, such as a transhuman piece of hardware, then it could not be any more animalistic than that. I do not believe in evolution, but adaptation is undeniable. The essence of something's nature may not change, but as for the adaptation to survive, then what is the use in the proof of a perspective? Was it the inner tiger, or was it out of pure instinct, that is something inherent that causes us to not trust those with consolidated power? Both of those things seem very familiar and instinctually intrinsic to the very benevolence, which are expressed more prudently in the virtues than the vices. Well, you do not have to look far for those with consolidated power for those vices. Yet at the same time they are always promoting some kind of pre-packaged benevolence. This is always the case for the few and not for the many. The next time they are expressing some kind of rights for the few, remember that it is in the usual diverse and normal course that those with common sense refuse it.